We got Jalin Turner back here on the program. He's going to be taking on Alex Gorgees at UFC 234 on February 9th. Jalin, what's going on, man? How are you?
Pretty good. Just got done training, feeling good.
Excellent. Well, when did you find out about this fight? Because it seems like they added a ton of fights to this card kind of later. Was that the case with you?
Yeah, I found out a couple weeks ago. I had about 4 weeks notice for the fight. I was already training. I was, getting ready to get ready for something anyway. So I was like, you know what, I'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely. And you must be pretty excited to travel. I know a lot of times when you fight, it's in the States. So getting to go to Australia, not bad picking up some extra frequent flyer miles.
Yeah, like Australia's like my dream place to go. So I was like, yeah, I'll go for sure.
Cool, man. When are you heading down there? I'm sure you got your itinerary figured out.
I'm trying to get everything set right now. I want to be out there a week before, so I'm just trying to get the flight dates, and then everything will be set from there.
And is there any issues with your corner getting out there? I know sometimes for longer flights, the UFC is a little bit weird about who you can bring out. But are you getting everyone you want down there?
Yeah, everybody's coming out. The only issue I had with one of my corners was he had an expired passport. He
Ah,
hasn't been
okay, gotcha.
here so long, so that was it. That was the only hiccup I ran into, but everything else has been smooth sailing.
Okay, and who is going to be in your corner for this fight?
Jason Perillo and Sean Ruiz.
Oh, excellent! Oh, wow. I mean, that's pretty cool. Let's talk quickly about your UFC debut. I was there. I know things didn't go your way, but a lot of guys, I'm sure there's not a huge lineup of guys willing to fight Vicente Luque on short notice. What did you take away from that performance that you can bring into this fight?
Um, I've watched that fight so many times, man. And it's just like I just got caught for the most part. I'm not taking anything away from Vicente. Like, he's a super tough dude. I feel like he capitalized off of that spinning elbow because of his toughness, and that's something I just got to be mindful of. It's a learning lesson. Just be a little bit sharper and wait till the later rounds for the flashy shit. So that's the most I really take from that experience. Like I do good under pressure. I do good on big crowds. Like, it's not much else I can say. Don't fight at welterweight yet.
Right. Yeah. No, that's for sure. Was the plan always to take this much time off, or were you trying to get a fight in between there?
Um, you know, I wanted to take time off, recover, heal, and do everything the right way. I ended up connecting with Brandon from Terphouse, and I've been taking CBD consistently. I feel like that's helped me out like so much, just as far as like staying healthy, staying recovered, and staying off the injury train. So that's been helping a lot. And I could have jumped back in a little sooner, but I didn't want to. I'd rather just take my time, stay healthy. I want longevity in this career. So that's what I'm shooting for.
And if I remember correctly, you had just linked up with Terphouse at that point. So I'm sure now you've had like an actual like full camp to be able to use the CBD products and really get to use it in your everyday training and everything like that. As I'm sure that's made a difference too.
Yeah, like it was like I connected with him like the week after the fight, and I was like, man, I've been hearing all this stuff about CBD. I just suffered a bad knockout. I was like, let me get on board and see like how I feel. I started taking it, and like right away, like the first night, like I slept good, I felt good, and just I wasn't even training at the time, and everything just started feeling much better. And then when I started training, it helped that much more. Like even after hard sparring, like I don't even get headaches. I feel fine. So I love the products. I love CBD. Like it's helped me a lot, like leaps and bounds.
That's great to hear. Let's talk about your opponent here. Obviously, a hometown guy or home country guy, I should say. Alex Gorgees, 7-1 record. How do you feel like you match up against him?
I feel like I match up really well against him. I everything he's good at, I feel like I'm better at. Everything he's not good at, I'm good at. So it's a good matchup for me. It's funny because I've actually had like a lot of Aussies like hitting me up saying, "Oh yeah, like I know you're fighting one of our guys, but I wish you luck." So that's pretty cool.
That's
Like
cool, man. Look at this, the Jalin Turner brand going worldwide. That's pretty awesome.
right, going global.
Yeah, no, that's great, man. Now, one thing I got to mention, I mean, like I said, we did our interview in person in July, and first time meeting you, you're huge, man. I mean, like when you're fighting at welterweight, I'm like, okay, this is probably the right weight class, but you're actually a lightweight. When does that weight cut process start for you? Because like I said, you're a huge guy.
I weight cutting's always been like it's been up and down for me. It's never really been super hard because I'm heavy. I never walk around too heavy over my weight limit. It's you know, I just got a long frame, lanky frame, so that's what makes me look so much bigger than I am. But I normally walk around at like 175, and then when I'm in camp, I walk around like 170. So I used to cut all my weight the week of, but that was just like after dieting and dieting hard, So it I've had mixed results with it. So I'm starting 2 weeks out now, just staying really hard on everything, and I'm just tapering down my weight instead of making it a real rush, and just cut my last bit of water, and then I'm on weight ready to go, and I feel good that way.
Do you cut more weight in the United States than say when you go down there, just because of the fact you have this long plane ride? I know you retain water and all that. Like I know sometimes it can be a little bit difficult.
Yeah, I've been taking all that into factor, and yeah, I'm gonna try to be as light as possible when I do get on the plane, and just see how my weight fluctuates like from the plane ride and how I feel as far as feeling healthy and feeling like if I need to push the weight cut more or not. So it's all gonna be a good little experience, something to learn. But I don't really struggle with weight. I've only missed weight one time, and that was just from not lack of discipline on my behalf, and I own up to that. But otherwise, I never miss weight.
Who have been some of your main training partners for this camp?
I've been training with Moses Murieta a lot, and
Fighting for the LFA title. He's got a big fight coming up.
yeah, he does. So he's been pushing me, switching stances, tall guy, heavier weight class. So I get to throw a little bit of heat with him. I've been training with RDA, and I trained with Roosevelt last week, so he's just getting back into the groove of everything. And then I trained my buddy Malik today, so getting all the tall, lanky guys in there, and doing all that consistent work. So it's been helping out.
How do you see this fight playing out on the 9th?
I, I'm always gonna call my first round finish, but um, man, it's so many ways I feel I can win this fight. Like I can do whatever I want. Like I feel like it's just a beautiful canvas for me to make some art happen. So it's however I feel. I'm just gonna go in there, react, and see where I feel dominant at, see where I feel good at, and then go from there.
And I imagine the plan after this, if you come out unscathed, get right back in there, or do you like sort of having space in between fights to kind of reassess things?
Right back in there. I want to fight end of March. If all goes well, no injuries, the fight goes smooth. End of March, I want to get on the Philly card. That would be pretty cool. Or early May, sometime, anytime before April, anytime before June. I want to get right back in there.
And I know you got a long plane ride. I'm sure sleep is going to be part of that in terms of the travel and everything like that. But are you bringing any podcasts, any books, any video games? What are you doing to occupy yourself? Because that's a pretty long flight.
As long as I got music, I'm usually fine with any kind of long traveling. Just crank up a cool playlist and then be fine. Smooth
What's
sail.
on the Jalin Turner playlist right now?
A lot of Little Uzi, a lot of Juice World, a little bit of Nipsey Hussle. Been listening to Mozzie lately. Who else? That's pretty much it right now. That's who I've been listening to the most. Yeah.
Tough. This is going to be a great card. It's coming up here February 9th. It is UFC 234. Jalen, always great catching up with you, man. Just remind people where they can find you on social media. And if you have any sponsors or shout outs, the floor is yours.
You can find me on social media on Instagram, The Tarantula MMA, Twitter, Jalin Turner, Facebook, also Jalin Turner. Shout out to you. Thank you for the time. Thank you, Terphouse. Thank you, my strength and conditioning coach, Choi, been helping me out for this camp. Thank you, Carlson Gracie, Sean Ruiz. Man, I got a long list. High Performance Meals, Citizens Water Company, and Quest Nutrition. Ruka, always big shout out to Ruka, everybody down there. That's pretty much it, That's all.